Okay, so yesterday we have completed. So we are working on same RIP. Okay, but yesterday we have completed your RIP version 1. Okay, and now we are working on RIP version 2. So we have seen all these things. Okay, we have seen RIP 1 lab with subnetted and without subnetted, means with classless and classful. Okay, and we have seen some these show commands. We have checked with the help of debug. Okay, and we have seen that okay how subnetted network. So see, this network was okay, 172 173 subnetted network communication was okay, but once we created this network, same 172, this subnetted network, at that time we were getting problem, because when he subnet this or when the RIP version 1 summarize the network 172.16.0.0, and this is also same and this is also same, but in reality this is different and this is different. So that's why they said that okay, when you are using contiguous network, like say this contiguous, this we did this lab and we saw that they were working and they were exchanging the routes also. Okay, I explained you contiguous network and discontiguous network, that why should they take that, why should they share the information when the subnetted network and it is a contiguous, means why? Because when they share the information, okay, when they share the information, they say that okay, maybe this user is sharing the information, this network coming to this router, so this router is sharing this network information to this router. So when this network information is coming to this router, this interface, so he will say that okay, you are sharing the network without subnet mask. Okay, so if this network subnet mask and this network subnet mask is same, see /18/18, so he will say that okay, let me use my subnet mask, let me add my subnet mask to the received network. So see, it's same, that's why they use contiguous networks. Okay, so now today we are going to work with RIP version 1. I can explain you here with little bit problem. See what's the problem here. When a router 1 send RIP version 1 update to router 2 via serial 2/0, it will not include the subnet mask for 10.1.0.0 for this 10.1.0.0. Instead, router 1 will consider itself a border router as 10.1.1.0.0, and this network 192.168.123.0 networks do not belongs to the same major subnetwork. Remember, see what I'm saying. In the contiguous network, when this is sending this information and when this is sending this, he's saying that okay, you are sending me network without subnet mask, so can I use my subnet mask to with you? So here he's saying that okay, but your subnet mask and my subnet mask, this /24, is not matching. So that's why let me summarize, because I am a border router, so I'll summarize and then I will forward to the another neighbor. Okay, but if it is contiguous, you see, still this is the same problem. Okay, here it's okay, no, here is also not okay, here is okay. See, if it is like this, see, when it will reach here, see here, it's, you can read here, the example on the previous page works fine with RIP version 1 because the networks are contiguous here. Okay, networks are contiguous and subnet masks are considered for the following examples. Now see, this particular scenario will still work when RIP version 1, okay, despite the fact when we have subnetted the measured 10.0.0 network like this /16/ like that. Notice that the subnets are contiguous, that is, they belongs to the same major network and they use same subnet mask. Router 2 will accept the routing update and realize that the interface receiving the update fast Ethernet 0/1 belongs to the same major network as the entry of 10.1 like this one, right? it will then apply the subnet mask of its own interface fast Ethernet 0x1 on the route entry in the routing table. Are you understanding? So he say that okay, you are sending me, see, first he will receive as a 10 1 or 10 1 0 0. Okay, he will receive as a maybe or 10 0 0 something like that. Then he will say okay, your subnet mask and my subnet mask is same. Okay, but you are not sending me subnet mask, so let me use my own subnet mask to the routing table. That's why they said okay, always use contiguous networks. Okay. Now what is the use of auto summary command? See, auto summary by default RIP version 1 is doing auto summary, right? Means summarizing the network. So he's saying that auto summary in RIP is to restore the default behavior of automatic summarization of subnet routes into a network label routes. Means whenever any route is receiving or advertising to the neighbor router, okay, so you want to advertise default or you want to advertise exactly what you have. So you say that if you use no auto summary command in router config mode, okay, then you can disable the auto summarization. Yes. So you say that okay, whatever I have, if I have /28, you send /28/16 like that. To disable the functions to send sub prefix routing information across classful networks boundaries. Okay. Use the no from this command, like see router RIP network information, and here you write no auto summary, means please do not summarize as default, please whatever is there please forward to the neighbor. Okay, this is the VLSM lab. Okay, so now we will be working with RIP version 2 lab. Okay, here now see how RIP version 2 is working. Okay, so now we are creating the lab for RIP version 2. So here we will be taking 3 routers. Router 1, router 2, router 3. And here I am using two computers for each network. Here if you want serial to serial with the routers, you can connect serial to serial with the routers, no problem. Okay, or if you want fast Ethernet to fast Ethernet, but we will be using as a lab serial 2x1 to 2x1. So here if you want, you can change this as a Microsoft system. So let me connect one more switch this side. Switch 2. Right click, duplicate, PC. Okay, so the network what we use every time. This you have to arrange for every time whenever you configure the lab, okay? So here I am using 12.1.1.0/30 minus 25 here we are using 23.1.1.0/30 and now network, this network we are using here 192.168.10.0/26 and now here 192.168.64/26. Is it same network or different network?
Then this is the same network.
Is it the same network? Is a subnetted network?
You mean this one and this one?
Yes. This network users will be using IP from 1 to, and what is the end IP? Start IP. What is the start IP here? 1. And the end IP is 62. And here what is the start IP? 65. And the end IP is 126. Yes. You know subnetting is the part of subnetting.
Yeah. So yeah, subnetting.
Okay.
This is subnetted. This is 26.
So here I can say here I can be using RIP version 2. Okay. So first I will configure as a RIP version 1. Then I will show you the problem. Then I'll tell you that okay how RIP version 2 is solving the problem of RIP version 1. Okay. So start all these devices. Now we are taking the console. Okay, so we will be arranging the PCs like router 1, router 2 and router 3. So come to router 1, conft interface E0/0
192.168.10.1
interface serial 2/0 IP address is 12.1.1.1. You know why I have used
use what?
Hmm?
Why you use what?
Subnetted. This why I have used 129. Remember?
Yeah,
For
slash
26. Yes. Control Z. Save the configuration. Okay. So IP interface brief. Exclude unassigned. Fine. Now come to router 2. Conf T interface serial 2 by 0. IP address is 12.1.1.2. No shut. Then see, after putting no shut, just wait for few seconds because some updates will come. Okay, then come here, interface serial 2 by 1. IP address is 23.1. See, my all lab IP address is same, right? Okay, save the configuration and then check. Okay, and then come here to router 2, paste. Now come to router 3. We have verified router 1 IP address is okay, router 2 IP address is okay. Now router 3. So interface E0 by 0, IP address is 192.168.10.65. Okay, and then 255.255.255.192. Is it okay? No shut. And then interface serial 2 by 1, IP address is 23.2. No shut. Save and then check the interface. Okay, everything is correct. Okay, now PC. So IP 192.168.10.2/626 and this default gateway is 10.1. Save. Come to PC2. Okay, come to PC3, which belongs to different network. So here what I will use 66 because
Yeah, this is
65
gateway.
65 is here, 66 67. Okay, and gateway is what, tell me?
65.
Very good. Save. Now if you'll see here, if you want to ping, you can ping to your gateway 10.1, no problem. But when you are trying to ping to 65 or 66, something like that, you will face problem. 65, no communication. Why? Because router 1.
No routing.
So IP route, no routes. Now let's configure. Okay, now conf T, you have seen that there is no route. Okay, towards, see, no towards 64 like that. Okay, but if I am configuring, see here, router RIP. Okay, and then
Version 1. You continue.
yes, first I'll show you the version 1. Okay, or should I configure version, because you already know, or should I configure version 1 to show the problem, then version 2? Okay, let's see the problem first. Okay, network 192.168.10.0, right? If you put question mark also, there is no other command. Okay, after network. So 10.0 and then you have said network 12.1.1.0, right? Exit. Okay, same come to router 2, conf T router RIP network 12.1.1.0 network 23.1.1.10 and then exit. Come here, router 3 conf. Before that you should say here, check here, show IP route, no routes towards 10.0 network. Okay, and here on router 1 there was no routes towards 10.64. okay, now come to router 3 conf router RIP network 23.1.0 network 192.168.10.64, right? This is also a network. Okay, and now if you are coming on router 1, okay, so IP route, are you getting, you are getting only 10.0 not 10.64, right? But router 2, so IP route, see router 2 is saying that I have to
24.
path towards 10 network, but is wrong. Here router 2 is saying that when I want to reach 10 network, right, 192.168.10 network, I can come here, but he's saying that there is one other network is also 10 network, because he's sending as a summarized network.
24.
Yes, as a 24. If you check here on router 2, see it's saying sending as a 24, not as a 26. So if you will configure, if you will come here and again if you will try to communicate, see still the same problem. But if you will configure here as a router conf t router RIP version 2, okay, and that network command 12, and here no auto summary means do not summarize my network, and then exit. Okay, here also come to router 2, see what is the difference, only what command, only version and this
No,
command.
it's not.
Yes, other things are same. Conf t router RIP version 2 network 12.1.1.0 network 0 and then no summary. Okay, and then exit. Now come to router 3 also. Okay, see configuration is already there, right? What you have to add, either you write full command from beginning or you just add which is missing. Are you understanding? Which command is missing?
Version 2.
Version 2 and
No auto summary.
no auto summary. Okay, this 2 command was missing. If you add like this, it will be added.
Okay.
If you
it doesn't matter how you arrange them.
no, you write anything, no
Okay,
problem.
Okay.
It doesn't look for the sequence.
Okay.
And if you type here so run, okay, section router RIP, okay, so he will see that, see router RIP version, automatically they will add. See, you wrote in a different sequence, but see they have arranged like that. Now come to router 1, clear IP route. First you have to refresh the routing table, okay, because it was with the old version. So now you added clear IP route. If you will wait, so they will take 30 seconds to update, but if you want immediate update, okay, then here also clear IP route. Okay, when the routes are clear, now come to router 1 and now check here, so IP route, see now you are getting as a 64, and if you'll come to router 2, see he is getting
10 and 64.
yes 10/0/26, and see, are you getting here 0 also and 64 also. And now if you will come to router 3 also, if you can check, so IP route, okay, see he is getting like that, 64 he is
Where is
on
that
connected one, and he is receiving this one like this. Okay, and now if you will come on router 1 to filter the routing table again, so IP route RIP, so he will show you only the RIP routing update, not the local connected one. Okay.
Only the report.
Yes. Now if you are coming here on the PC1 and now you are trying to communicate, see, communication is easy. Now remember I told you that RIP version 2 has different criteria of broadcasting and sending the RIP message. RIP version use 225 as a broadcast. Okay, now let's check what RIP version 1 is using. So RIP version 1 is using 224, right click, start capture,
224.0.009.
009. And now come here, see, this is a network analyzer tool. See here, this is, who is this? 12112.
This 12112
Who is 12112?
is R1.
R1 is 12111.
Oh,
My friend, who is 12.112?
or R2.
Okay, so let's, you can use any packet. So let's use this packet, saying that, see, this packet is the IPv4 packet. Who is source? 12.1.1.12, which is router 2. Destination is 224.0.009. User datagram protocol source port number 520, means it's a RIP protocol. See, routing information protocol. See how it is easy. Can you see like this in? So this is a packet sniffer. So it sniffs the packet. Now see which version you are sending.
So 2.
Version 2. What
IP
is the
address.
IP address? Okay.
It's 23.
So you have two IP address connected to you. One is 23 and one is 12, right?
Yeah.
Two networks. See, where is that? You have two network, 12 and 23. Okay. Now, see, you are advertising this network to your neighbor 192.168.10.64, which you are receiving from. See, this guy is receiving, R2 is receiving from R3 and he is sharing with his neighbor. So he's saying that in that packet there are two network, 23 and 64 network is there in that. Okay, and see, they even see they are sharing with the subnet mask also. Can you see?
The same subnet mask.
Yes. If you check the packet of R1, okay, R1 has also same packet, but update is different. He is sending in update, he is sending 10.0 and 12. Okay, but when he will send 12, see what happens in the routing table. When router 1 has a default behavior, router 1 will send 12 network and 192 network 10.0 network to R2. R2 will say that no, please do not share 12 because I already know about 12. I can only accept this.
10.
Yes. Here also this R3 will send both update to him. Okay, then R2 will say no, please, I will only accept 192 because I know only I know 23, and R2 will share 23 and 192 with this. Okay, so this is your RIP lab. Okay, so here I have not used this network. Okay, so you have seen that how this RIP lab works. Okay, and now if you check other command also on the router, also you can run debug command. Suppose I'll come here on router 1. If I'm running here debug IP RIP, okay, enter. So after 30 seconds he will get update, then you will see the packet. See, received version 2 update from 12.2 means router 2. Okay, yes, see, he is sending the subnet mask, remember, see, but in RIP 1 you will not see the subnet mask. Yes, so you all to stop. See, here you are getting all option. Received, send. What you are receiving? 23 and 10. R2 is sending 23 and 10, 64 this, right? And what you are sending? Okay, so you are sending this only.
10.7.
Okay, Okay, now let's talk about RIP timer. Okay, so RIP has 4 basic timers. One is update timer, second one is invalid timer, third one is hold down timer, and fourth one is flush timer. Okay, now see what is this. Update timer is router, like suppose this is a router, this is router 1 and this is router 2. So router 1 will send update of his routing table in every 30 seconds frequently, in every 30 seconds frequently. Okay, now after that, in this 30 seconds the network information will be there, that okay, this is the network, this is the network, like that. Okay, so it will be there in his routing table, and in that routing table you can see the timer also in the routing table. I can show you. Okay, see here, close this. So IP route, see here, R2 is sending me this update. Okay, let's route RIP. Okay, R2 is sending me this update, right? 64, 120 is the administrative distance, 2 is the metric, means 1 hop and 2 hop. Okay, means how hop, see 1 hop 2 hop, right? Okay, now this is the, I am receiving this network from router 2, and the last update which I received from router 2 for this network was for 12 seconds. Now see, if you check again, now see the timing is changed,
15 seconds.
right? So in every 30 seconds he will exchange the information. So when they will exchange the route, he will refresh the routing table, right? Okay, now but what is the problem? If the router 1 is sending update to router 2, right, about this 10 network in every 30 seconds, but maybe some problem will be there, maybe this network will be down or some problem will be there, right? So this, when this router will send update to him, right, do this router will include this network? No.
It's down, no?
So but this 10 network is already in his routing table, right? Because he has already shared before. But when he will receive a new update from router 2, he will see that okay, that network is not there.
Remove it from the table.
So I cannot, he will not remove immediately.
After?
He will wait for 180 seconds. He's saying that indicates how long a route will remain in the routing table before being marked as a invalid. If no new update will be heard from the neighbor about this route, okay, a route marked as invalid not immediately removed from the routing table. Okay, instead the route is marked as metric with 16, indicating that this route is unreachable, and place this route in a hold down state. Okay, so he's saying that I will wait for 180 seconds. Now maybe I am waiting, I waited for 100 seconds. You are not sending me. Okay, no problem. I waited for 150 seconds. In that also you have not sent me. Even if 179 seconds I waited and you send me update, maybe you send me update on 10, okay, then I will not remove. But once it is after 180 seconds,
you will remove.
No, not remove. I will make that network as a invalid network. Okay, after invalid network, if you are sending me that update, I will not receive. I can receive about that network update till 180 seconds. I cannot remove. You know, like suppose I have a network, then he will say that okay, let me clear that. See, this router R1, I understand the situation. R1 has sent about 10 network to him, so that 10 network will be in the routing table of R2. In the second update, the 10 network did not came in the update. So this router 2 will say no problem, I will wait for 180 seconds. In that 180 seconds, that is the time limit. In that, if you have no update about 10 network, then I will make this 10 network which is already in my routing table as an invalid network. And after that what I will do, then after that I will put it in the hold timer state. After yes, after that when it will be in the hold timer, right, hold state, then if you will, maybe if you have sent me the update, right, then I will say no, I will never accept that one. I gave you time 3 minutes. In that 3 minutes you have never updated me, then no problem. Okay, after 240 seconds, total timing is 240 seconds, means after 240 seconds he will flush from the routing table, he will remove, and then if you will send again, then I will accept. Okay, so this is the hold timer. See, indicate how long RIP will suppress a route that has placed in a hold down state. RIP will not accept any new update for the route which is in the hold down time state. So he will only accept when he is in the invalid state, and until the hold down timer expires. So total hold down timer and these all invalid and these all is running together. Okay, so after 240 seconds, okay, it will marked as an invalid and he will flush. So indicate how long a router can remain in the routing table before being flushed out. Okay, after flushed out, then new update will come and then it will be in the routing table. So let's do the practical of this. Let's see how they are removing from the routing table. Let's come here. So I'll come in router 1 and then I'll say here conf t. Okay, interface E0 by 0, right? Shut, means network is down. Now when the network is down, R2, now see the timing for the 10 network. Okay, or better you can see, yes, 10 network is okay. Now you say here show IP route, see the timer for 10. Okay, immediately he removed.
Is it removed? They are not 10.
Okay, actually I am using, see here, so version, see I am using 15.4 iOS, that's why 15.4 iOS. Okay, that's why immediately he removed. Okay, but what I can do, let me use the old version of router. Okay, so how we can use, I'll show you same routing updates. Okay, so now what I have to do, if you check here, so IP route, so you have routes. Okay, and it's now come here to router 2, same here you have routes on router 2. Okay, and it's saying about 10 network, right, which is receiving from RIP, this 10 network, timing is this one, right? Okay, so now what I'm doing, come to router 1 conf t to check the timers. Okay, before that I should show you the timers. Okay, so IP protocol. Okay, see here all the timers are here. The update timer is 30 seconds. Okay, and invalid is 180 seconds, hold is 180 seconds, and flush is 240 seconds, right? And this is RIP version 2 running. Okay, how many network you are as advertising? 2 network, and is saying that auto summarization network is not in effect. Why? Because you have you have done no auto summary and you are using RIP routing protocol. Okay, so now come to router 2 and then here router 1, sorry, interface fast ethernet 0 by 0 shut. So you have disabled, and if you see here debug IP RIP, then you see here you will not be sending, let's see, are you sending update of 192.168.10.0 to your neighbor? Okay, let's see first in the debug command. So IP route, see, immediately he has removed it. Even this is also updated iOS. Okay, immediately they are removing it. Okay, let's come to the R3. So IP route 10.0 still is not there. Okay, see, okay, now we understood. See, you all see, can you see here that once this network is down, right, this 10 network is down, right? Why it was down? Because you have disabled it. Now see how he was updating to his neighbor. He updated to his neighbor and said that please, this network is down, and see the metric is 16. Why he did metric? Do metric is 16. Do you have 16 hop away from router 1? You have just one hop away. But how he will update to his neighbor? He said that please, when he will send update, whenever any router receive update more than 16 hop away, then he include this network as a invalid network. And can you see here, this is 00. Why 00 means it is my local network. Okay,
Yeah, it's inaccessible.
See here also is saying that 16 hop away, and here yes, yes, inaccessible. Okay, so like this, when a router 2 will receive the update, he will remove from the routing table. Okay, but this is very fast. Okay, but if you see older iOS, okay, so it you will find, you can see the timers. Okay, okay, now so I told you that update is for 30 seconds, that is periodic, every 30 seconds. Invalid is 180 seconds, and after invalid he will put into the hold down timer. In hold down timer he will not accept any new update for that existing route, and after 240 seconds this timing is running same time. Okay, in 240 seconds it will mark adder invalid, and he will remove from the routing table. Okay, but in the newer route, what you can say, in the iOS it is immediate update. Okay, but in the old, this was the old behavior, but the timing is same. Okay, now can you change the timer of the, can you optimize the RIP? So in older time, okay, they were changing the immediate update timer. See, nowadays the iOS is updating immediately, right? But in the old time, when they were configuring on the old iOS, at that time they were optimizing the timing of the routers. Okay, so normally also today also hold down timer is 30, but I want to say no, 30 is too much. Okay, so let me make 5 seconds immediate update. Okay, or let me make 10 seconds. Are you understanding? So if you want, you can change the timer. Okay, so I'll show you how to change the timers. Suppose here on router 1, so IP protocol timing, you can say here 30 is hold, update is 30, invalid is 180. Yes, like this. So if you want, you can change. So you can come here, conf t router RIP. Okay, timers basic. Okay, like 5, I am putting 5 is update space, after update invalid, then flush and in hold, and then
flush
5 10
15 20.
yes, 5 is update invalid hold. Yes, like this. If you want, you can put it like this, and then you can say exit, and if you will check now, so IP protocol, see the timer has been changed. See now 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds and 20 seconds. So at that time in the older
Fast.
iOS they were doing this for faster conversions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and now keep in mind that R2 timer
Should also be changed.
no, it will not change. You have to
As
change
it should
manually.
also be
Yes,
changed.
yes. Okay. Otherwise, see, his timer is different and your timer is different, but still you will be the neighbor, no problem. You will be exchanging. But his R1 is exchanging the routes immediately, but you are keep
After
using
30
delay.
seconds.
Yes. So you should do all this configuration on all the routers. Okay. Now, if you want to remove the timers, if you come here, see here. Now I want to make it default, so I can come here conf t. Okay, I'll say here router rip. Okay, here you see the no timers basic. That's it. Okay, and now if you check,
IP protocol.
see it came to default, right?
30.
Okay, so we have seen the timer. After timer we'll check about RIP passive interface. So what is passive interface?
Passive interface. That interface that is not active or disabled.
Yes, you have to make disable.
Yeah.
Now see what is first, you understand this lab, then you will understand the passive. Okay, suppose this is your router network, right? So your router 1 has how many neighbor? Router 1
Neighbor network.
neighbor. Yeah, how many network router 1 has? 2 network. And how many neighbor router?
1.
Only 1. So this router will send RIP update towards R2 or towards switch?
To R2.
Towards R2, not towards switch. Okay, but see what router 2 is doing, router 1 is doing. Debug IP RIP. So this is the testing environment. Okay, that's why we do not feel the network congestion. Okay, but in the real network you will see the congestions. Okay, see here he's saying receive sending via this. Okay, still network is down. Sorry, conf t interface fast ethernet 0/0 no shut. Sending this. Now you can let me stop. Now see, RIP, your router 1, right, is sending update of version 2 on this RIP via this, means to neighbor, right? Via serial 2 means your IP. Okay, so this is okay, you are sending on you are sending on this link, then it's okay, right? No problem. But if you see one other update, that sending version 2 update on this interface also. So now why you are sending update here of RIP? Do you have any RIP router connected here? Then why are you sending RIP update in your network where you have switch and PC?
Maybe it's to confine the interfaces.
No,
they are active.
that is unnecessarily you are broadcasting your RIP or multicasting your RIP message in the LAN network. Nobody will understand. See, this PC will not understand about this network.
This routing protocol.
Right? So to optimize your network, you should say that no, please, I do not want to send update on this interface.
Yes.
So how you will stop sending update on this interface? That is your part of passive interface. Is saying that passive interface command is used in all routing protocols to disable sending update out from that specific interface. However, the command behavior varies from one protocol to another protocol. RIP has different behavior, but EIGRP has a different behavior. OSPF has different behavior, but the all routing protocol will have passive. Okay, now in RIP, this command will disable sending multicast update via that specific interface, but it will listen. Okay, now so see what we are going to do. how to disable it. So I'll come here, simply conf t router rip passive interface. Who is my passive interface?
F0 by 1.
F0 by 0. Okay, exit. Now do I need to configure this passive interface on other routers?
Router 3.
Router 3, very good. Conf t router rip passive interface F0 by 0 and exit. Completed. Now come to router 1. Now run that debug command. Debug IP rip. He received two network 23 and 192.10.64 from router 2.
And he's not sending.
No, he will send, but he will send on update only. Yes.
Only
And he received update on serial 2 by 0 R1. Sending update. Okay, very good. Just wait for another message. You all. Now see. Sending update. Version 2 update to this. Let me copy this all message. Copy. Notepad. Now see, saying that sending update to RIP via serial 2/0, and this is my local interface. Okay, are you sending update to via fast Ethernet? Are you sending update via fast Ethernet?
Yes, no.
You are only sending update via your serial interface, not via fast Ethernet. So this is the best optimization process of your network. Okay. So passive interface will stop use for sending, but receiving will be on. But how you will identify that, okay, which interface is your passive interface? Now if you come here, if you are coming here to router, show IP protocol. If you come here, see passive interface.
F0.
Yes, but if you check our older show IP route command, see we have seen also show IP protocol command. Do you have any passive interface?
Passive.
Yes, but now you have passive interface. So if you are engineer, okay, and this router is already pre-configured, so you can check before configuring anything. So there are some show commands. See here also on router 3 also, if you check here, show IP protocol, see passive interface. Okay, saying here and there, see this, the passive interface command will prevent update from being sent out from that fast Ethernet 0 by 0. Okay, but it will receive the update. Passive interface. Okay, how we have, if you want to remove, no passive interface. Okay, now see, okay, so this is the passive command I have used, right? Now what is this passive interface default command? Okay, now see what is doing this. Check the condition. Like suppose I have a router, right, with 10 interface connecting towards my LAN, and only one interface which is connecting towards WAN. Okay, so now if I'll run this passive command, okay, so how many passive commands I have to run if I have 10 local interface and one WAN interface?
How many local interface? 10.
10.
You run 10?
10 commands you have to run,
yeah.
Right? So there is one command which is for faster convergence. If you see here, you just write here router rip, okay, passive interface default. Okay, you run default and then exit. Not okay, then all
All interfaces.
all interface will be in the passive. See here, all interfaces will be in passive. See, all interfaces, can you see here? Now which interface I want to make as a active? Serial 2 by 0, this one, right? Then I'll come here, I'll say okay, no problem, conf t router rip, then I'll say here passive interface serial 2 by 0, and then I'll say here no
passive.
Okay, and then if you check here, so IP protocol, see, all interface will be in passive except 2 by 0. Are you understanding? And now, so this is when you have multiple interface, and yes, even see, now these all interface are not in use, no problem, I can put it in my passive interface. Okay, now what is triggered update? Okay, triggered update means, remember I told you that when network was down, he was sending update, right, in 30 seconds, right? In the old iOS,
in interval,
in the old iOS. So what was the problem in the old iOS? When this router have any new changes, so when there was new changes, so this router was sending update of that new changes after 30 seconds. So they said that no, if there are some new changes like network is down or network has added or something, there was some change in the network, so please immediately update to your neighbor, then this will also update to him, right? So that was known as triggered update. So he's saying that by default RIP sends it updates on a fixed interval which was 30 seconds. Triggered update is a method that RIP can use, so only update will be sent when there is a change in the route. In this lab we will discuss and we'll change the RIP update, okay? But in the new iOS it is already triggered update, we have already seen that one, right? Yes. So how to change that triggered update? Very simple. Which interface is connected to your neighbor?
S2 by 0.
S2 by 0. Come to that and just write IP RIP triggered. Simple. So okay, so let's do this lab.
It will trigger immediately.
Yes, but in the new iOS we don't need to do these things.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to come to interface serial 2 by 0. Okay, IP RIP. If you type here question mark, see, triggered update is there. Okay, but triggered update was already there. Okay, but if you write, it's okay. Okay, now come here to this R2 also. How many interfaces there? Conf t. How many interfaces there? 0 and 1, right?
0.
So I can write here interface range, do range, okay, means instead of writing on each and every, okay, so I can write here serial 2 by 0 comma serial 2 by 1, serial 2 by 1, do this interface range. Okay, for its serial is not there, okay, but if it is fast Ethernet or then you can use, okay, no problem. Serial 2 by 1, serial 2 by 0, okay, sorry, interface serial 2 by 0, IP RIP triggered. Okay, exit. Now come here for that same interface, IP RIP triggered, exit. Okay, now come here to your router 3, conf t interface serial 2/1, interface serial 2/1, IP RIP triggered. Okay, and now if you check here, so IP protocol, see, you can see here, I'll show you the triggered some message.
Yes, RIP triggered.
Where is triggered? Yes, triggered RIP is already there. Okay, see here, triggered RIP is there, but if you enable this, then you will see this one. So IP protocol, see, triggered RIP is enabled now. Okay, so if there is any changes, immediately he will update to the neighbor. Okay, but in the new OS is already there. Okay, so no need to worry about this.
You don't need to configure.
Yes. This is for you, huh? This. Okay. Now RIP manual neighborship. Now what is this RIP manual neighborship? Manual neighborship is saying that suppose this is your headquarter router. Okay. Now this headquarter router is connected to branch routers with the help of ISP. So now with this headquarter router will send update to connect this router. So he will send update on which IP? RIP will send update on which IP?
Josh.
So RIP send update on what?
Okay.
224009.
Okay, the 224009.
So this router will send update in internet with 224009. So whoever is connected with internet, maybe 100 users, which is different, right? So all 100 users who is using RIP, they will accept the routing update and he will become the neighbor. So your router will also become the neighbor, and hacker will also become the neighbor, and your branch router will also become the neighbor. Okay. Now, so this hacker can also enter in your network. So how I can stop from these kinds of unauthorized neighborship? Okay. So you have two options. One is manual neighborship and one is authentication neighborship. So if you want to be my neighbor, you have to send me authentication, then you can be my neighbor. And I should configure static neighborship. See, when we configure these thing here, did we configure that, okay, you can be my neighbor? Did I configure? No. I just came and I just say that, okay, router RIP version this, network this, network this, network this. Okay. Okay, so this is default routing. Huh? Okay, no problem. We'll do this lab first and then we'll do this manual neighborship lab. Okay. This lab is very easy. See how it is very easy.
This default network.
Yes, very simple. Suppose I'll come here on my router. I'll come on router 1. First of all, I'll say here no router RIP. One command, remove.
Yeah, remove.
Copy, come to router 2, remove. Router 3, conf t, remove. And now if you'll come on router 1 to check, so IP protocol, see no protocols are running. Here also no protocol. No protocol. And see, simply if you want to say that no, I want to advertise my all interface, all connected networks to my neighbor. So I'll come here, I'll say here router RIP version 2 network, all network which is connected to me, and then passive interface fast Ethernet 0/0, and then no auto exit. Okay, done. Now if you check here, do so history. Okay, so see here, I can copy this command, copy, see, come to R3, conf t, right click and paste, same command, right? Okay, now come to R2, conf t, router RIP version 2 network 0000 and no auto. Now see, they will be exchanging these routes. Now if you run here, so IP protocol, see RIP is running, everything is okay, no problem, and he is saying that whatever network will be there, I will advertise. Now if you check here, so IP route, all routes are there. Now what is the difference between this default configuration and that manual configuration? See here, suppose in future R3 is going to add one new network. Loopback 1 3.3.3.3/32. Okay, so R3 has added a new network. Come here, R3 conf t interface loopback 1 IP address 3.3.3.3. Okay, now in the normal RIP configuration, right, if you add a new network, so that network you have to advertise in the routing table, routing,
yes,
RIP routing, but in the default you just add a network, you did not advertise it, right? You have not advertised, and then if you'll come on R1 and if you check here, so IP route, see that 3 will be automatically there. So if you add, if you remove, automatically it will be removed, it will be added, no need to advertise. So these default network, they do, you know, when they are connected with some own connected network, means like this is my headquarter, this is my branch. So you know, I have, you know, some company, they will not have engineers, so they hire some engineer from somewhere, they come and they configure and they go. So they say that okay, do like make configuration like that. So if any network will be added in the future, or if any network will be removed in the future, so automatically they adjust themselves. So automatically they will adjust themselves, so no need to. So if you configure this default network, did you add it? You just added a network, automatically it advertised. If you remove, automatically it will remove from the routing table. But do not configure default routing with the network which is connected to for the large network. Okay, when your network, in this default routing there is no security. You can connect to anyone.
Anyone can connect to
you also. Yes, anyone can connect to you also. There is no security.
And they can access your
network. Yes, that's why I'm saying that you can only configure when your network is secure and your router is directly connected to your neighbor. But in this condition, if you configure default, so you know, many people are outside, they all can enter in your network. Okay, so now we are going to work on RIP manual neighborship. Okay, so let me create a new lab. Do I have, let me first check if I have RIP manual neighbor. Okay, okay, okay. So now see, this is a RIP configuration, you can check. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start all the routers. Okay, so first I will show you the default problem and then I'll show you how to optimize that. Okay, so first let me close this, take a console of all the routers. So router 1, so IP interface brief, exclude unassigned, no IP protocol, so configure. So router 1 has two interface, E0 by 1 and E0 by 0. So I'll come here, conf t interface E0 by 0, which is IP address is 12.1.1.1, 248, no shut, and interface E0 by 1. IP address is 192.168. Okay, so IP address is 192.168.10.1. No shut. Okay, come to router 2. Okay, so this is router 2. Okay, where is ISP? Router 1 is this one, router 2 is this one, router 3 is this one. Hacker ISP is not connected. Okay, ISP is a switch. Okay, so this is a switch. Okay, so let me write here. Okay, so don't get confused, that's why this is a line like this. So R2 conf t interface E0 by 0, IP address is 12.1.1.2, 248, no shut, then interface loopback 1, IP address is 2.2.2.2, and then save the configuration. Okay, come to router 3, conf t interface fast ethernet 0 by 0, IP address is E0 by 0, sorry, R3. Okay, interface E0 by 0, IP address is 12.1.1. I have used 1, 2, 3, 255, 255, 255, 248, no shut, and then interface loopback 1, IP address is okay. I'm not configuring hacker now, I'll configure later. Okay, PC IP is okay, PC2 IP is okay, PC3 all IP is okay, R1. So I'll come here, conf t router RIP version 2, network is 192.168.10.0, right, and then network is 12.1.1.0, and then no auto. Now come here to router 2, which is your own branch router. Okay,
so
conf t router RIP version 2, network is 12.1.1.1.0, and then network is 2.2.2.2, right? Now come here to router 3, conf t router version 2, network is 12.1.1.0, and then network is 3.3.3.3, no auto, right? Now if you are coming here, R1, so IP route, see, you are receiving 2, right? 3 is also coming. Why 3 is coming as a summarized? Okay, now came, okay, so you are receiving 2 and 3, no problem. Even on the R2 also, if you come here, so IP route, see R2 is also getting 2 and 3 and your 110 network, right?
All of them.
R3, let's come here. So IP route, your R3 is also getting 2 network and everything is okay. Are you understanding? So your branch routers, they can come to your network, right? Let's come here. This is your branch router 2. So if you can ping here, ping 192.168.10.2 source loopback 1. Okay, pinging source loopback means these loopback users are also able to come to this network, right? Communications are okay, no problem. Okay, why I use source loopback? See, if I'll ping, okay, ping 192.168.10.2. so which interface, because this router has 2 interface, one is this and one is loopback, right?
So you are saying the source.
Yeah, so which source he will take for pinging? He will use this source, so that's why I am using this IP address as a source. So communication is okay, everyone is communicating, right? No problem. But problem will come, maybe hacker will say that okay, because see, everyone is connected to internet, so hacker is also free to configure
His router.
yes. So interface fast Ethernet 0x0 IP address, he will also get IP address from ISP, no problem, because he is paying for that one. No shut, and then he will say interface loopback 1 IP address 4.4.4.4.4, and then he will say exit, then router RIP version 2 network. He is a hacker, so he will make default like that also. Okay, are you understanding? So maybe he can make default like that also, and then no auto. And now once he will make that one, see here, so IP route, see, he also received your 3 network, okay, and see 2 network will also come, update, see, he received your 2 network also and 3 network also.
So it's also part of the organization.
Yes, then his, see, hacker can easily enter and he can ping to your network. See here, ping 192.168.10.2, easily he is pinging, right? So how you can secure this one? That's why it's saying that RIP version 2 manual neighborship lab with branch, IST headquarter neighbor with IST router 2, and IST headquarter neighbor with IST router 3. So you have to make manual neighborship. So if you come here, you say that okay, now you saw the problem, right? Now you come here to router 1. Now what you have to do? So you have to say here conf t, first you say here no router RIP, first you remove that one, okay, then you say come here also conf t no router RIP, come here also R3, hacker you leave it because we are not going to change anything, okay, no router RIP. Now you come here and say that conf router RIP version 2 neighbor. Who is your neighbor? You are on router 1, headquarter router.
R1 to
R2.
You mean R1?
Yeah.
R1. 2
Yeah.
and 3 is your name.
So what is your neighbor IP?
It's 12.0. Okay, the IP itself. The 2.
Okay. What is your second neighbor IP?
The 3.
3. Right? Now you say that okay, which network you want to advertise with your neighbor?
12.0. 12.1.1.0.
12.1.1.0
and your 111.
okay, then no auto. But one more problem is there, but I'll explain you the problem, okay. I'm just writing no auto. Okay, now come here to router 2. Router RIP version 2 network 12.1. not first you configure neighbor 12.1.1. headquarter IP is what? 1, right? Huh? Then network I want to advertise 12.1.0 and then network 2.2.2.2. okay, and then exit. Sorry, no auto, some days no auto, and then exit. Now come here to router 3. Router RIP version 2 neighbor headquarter network 12.1.1.0 and then network is 3 and then no auto. You have configured manual membership, right? If you are coming on hacker, maybe clear IP route still hacker is receiving the updates. Now why hacker is receiving the update? See here, if you run here debug IP RIP, here also come on router 1 and run here debug IP RIP. Now you tell me after this, after looking on the message, you have to tell me what is the problem. Huh? Okay, here also I should stop you all. Sorry, you stop debugging. Here also I should you all stop the debugging. Now tell me what is the problem, why still? Because here is saying that, see here, I should, instead of wasting time, I should tell you, this is router 1, right? Router 1 is sending update via this, still he is sending. So when he is sending, the hacker is ready to accept 224009. So when he is accepting 224009, he is receiving all your networks. Then what should I do so my router will not send update on 224009? So I'll come here on router 1, I'll say that okay, this is the problem, no problem. I'll come here, see my router was sending update of this 224009. Where is that? 224009 on Ethernet 0x0, which is connecting to ISP. So I'll say that okay, let me stop sending update from that interface. So I'll come here, I'll say here router RIP, okay, version 2 if you want, because it's already enabled. So if you're writing passive interface E0x0 and E0x1, come here also on router 2. Are you understanding?
E0x0 and E0x1.
Router RIP version 2 passive interface E0x0 and then passive interface loopback 1. Now come here to router 3. You are already here, so you just write passive interface E0x0 and then passive interface loopback 1. That's it. Now see, if you will come here on router 1, right, after running passive interface, so if you check here debug IP RIP, now see, you are sending update to your neighbor now, directly connected neighbor. You are not sending to 224009. So if you are sending update only to your neighbor, then how hacker will get the updates? Are you understanding? So clear IP route first. Okay, and now just see here, so IP route. See, do you have any routes? No, because you are not receiving and you are not my neighbor. So you are, hacker is ready to accept update from 224009. But this router is not sending to 24009 update. He is sending to his neighbor, directly connected neighbor. That's why you can use this command for secure connectivity between your branch. Okay. Okay, so now we can, this is the neighbor condition. So now the communication, instead of multicast communication, now the communication is unicast. Earlier the communication was unicast to 24009. So when the communication is unicast, okay, routers, other hacker routers are also easy to enter in your network. Okay. So here I have already written the commands. Okay. Okay. This RIP split horizon rule. Okay. Okay, let's see that do we have this problem, because if you will have the problem, then we can use this split horizon router 3. So IP route. Okay, if you are receiving this, just wait, wait for a few seconds, then I'll show you the problem. Can you see the timer? See. So do RIP wait for this much of time? No, in 30 seconds. So just wait. Okay, let me write here. Then I'll show you the split horizon problem. Even you can write here clear IP route. Copy, come to router 2, come to router 3, and now R1. Check the routing table of R1. So IP route, you are getting 2, 3, but still you are getting 4. Why? Because in RIP is already saying that I cannot send you, but I can receive. Are you understanding? Okay. So he is getting 2 and 3. So we have to consider only 2 and 3. Let's R2. R2 should receive how many network? Tell me. R2 neighbor.
Should receive 2. Yeah, how many network? Only
1 network, this, right?
Only, okay.
One network. Okay, this 1 network, this 2 network, and this 3 network, right? R2 should receive these all networks. Okay, so come here to R2. So R2 is receiving 2 and 10, but not 3. Okay, now come here to R3. So IP route R3 is receiving his 3 and 10, but not 2. Why is like this? Now this is the split horizon problem. If you will create manual neighborship, then you will have a problem like this. So what is split horizon rule is default enable in RIP. Is saying that the split horizon rule is a loop avoidance technology which is enabled with all the routing protocols. Is saying that split horizon rule is one of the method used by distance vector routing protocols to avoid routing loops. Why routing loops? See this. In this split horizon rule is very simple. A router will not advertise the route back to the same interface from which it was learned. Okay. Now see. Understand this first. This 2 network, right? This router 2 has given to ISP and ISP has given to on which interface to router 1? Tell me.
E0 by 0.
E0 by 0. So what? And then normally this route has to be advertised again towards R3, right? Then R3 will have this network, right? Same here, R3 has given his network to ISP and ISP has given on E0 by 0, and this network again it has supposed to be advertises like this to him. Why R3 is not advertising to R2? Because R3 and R2 they are not neighbor.
Yeah, R3 and 2.
Yes. Okay, so any update they want, they should have from R1. Now what is happening? This 2 update is coming on which interface?
E0 by 0.
E0 by 0. This 3 update is coming on which interface?
The same interface.
Same interface. Now, so when this update has been learned on this same interface, will not advertise back from the same interface. Are you understanding?
Okay.
So he's saying that I have learned this 2 on E0 by 0, so I cannot advertise. Are you understanding?
Again.
Yes, that's why this is the saying that a router will not advertise a route back on the same interface from which it was learned. So he has learned on E0 by 0 and he cannot advertise again on E0 by 0. So when this router will not advertise on E0 by 0, so do this router will receive that 2 network? No, because this router 2 and router 3 they are not neighbor. Yes, that's why there is a split horizon rule is enabled in RIP. So we have to say that okay, no problem. Let me come again to stop. Where is the problem? Who is creating problem? Router 1, router 2 and router 3. Who is creating problem?
Router 1.
Oh, router 1. So I'll come here on router 1. Interface. Which interface?
E0 by 0.
E0 by 0. Then I'll say here no IP split horizon. That's it. So if you run like this, then you see here R2. R2 doesn't have 3 network. 3 network came. R3 he doesn't have 2 network, but once a split horizon rule is off, now see 2 network came.
It will advertise.
Now R2 wanted to ping to 3.3.3.3, no problem. R3 wanted to ping to 2.2.2.2, no problem. Okay, so whenever you will create manual neighborship, right, then this split horizon problem will come. Okay, so you have to understand how to stop this split horizon rule. Okay, then this is a different network, okay, scenario of RIP. Is saying that what is the use of RIP? Default route propagation in the network. So here maybe this is your headquarter router. Okay, this headquarter router is connected with your own internal routers, no problem. So this headquarter router is also connected with ISP, right? So your headquarter router is connected with ISP with what? Default route, right? Okay, so now I'll show you the default route configuration. Okay, with this, then I'll show you why should we understand about default route propagation. Okay, so now let's make a new lab, RIP default route propagation. Okay, so do one thing. The video will be very long, so what I'm going to do, we'll do the other labs of RIP in the another video, right? Okay, so let me stop this video.